The gentlelady from Illinois, Ms. Kelly.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Hull, I understand that you were originally assigned 2 Tea Party cases in April of 2010 and then had those cases transferred away from you in August of 2011. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Were you given any special instructions on how to work those cases?
No, I was not.
Did anyone ask you to give them special attention?
No, no one asked me to give them special attention.
Okay. When you sat down with the committee in June of 2013, you told staff that you asked for a special card to be drawn up so that you could put your time into that particular place, coordinating Cincinnati cases. Can you explain what you meant by this?
Each time we get a case, you get a card saying this is your case and you're working it. Because I knew I'd be spending time on coordinating Tea Party cases with Ms. Hovaker, I asked that a card be made up so that when I did talk to her, I could put my time correctly as to what I was doing.
Okay. Did taking these cases on add a significant burden to your workload?
Yes, it did.
Did they add to the many responsibilities that you already had?
Yes, it did.
I want to ask about the process of having the cases transferred away from you to a different tax law specialist who identified herself to the committee as a Republican. Mr. Hull, do you know why these cases were transferred from your inventory to that of the other tax law specialists?
I was never told the reason.
Never told, okay. Were they transferred away from you in order to give them extra scrutiny or to further delay them?
I have no knowledge of that.
According to evidence gathered by the committee, it appears that these cases were transferred so they would be worked more efficiently. Mr. Hull, a manager in the technical unit acknowledged your experience in working on 501c3 applications, but told the committee that you were not moving fast enough on these cases. Specifically, he said, quote, "It was taking longer time than I would expect for someone at his level." He told committee staff that the cases you were working had been, quote, "stagnant for a year and a half," so he and his manager decided to reassign the cases. Ms. Harfors, you told committee staff that at first Mr. Hull was, quote, "more timely," but as the months dragged on, he became less timely and non-responsive. Is that accurate?
Yes, ma'am, that is.
Mr. Hull, did you know that your managers and Ms. Harfors wanted you to move more quickly on these cases?
I can't remember them ever expressing that to me.
As we can see, the original Tea Party cases were not transferred within the technical unit, so they would be delayed and given extra scrutiny. Instead, the opposite was true. These cases were transferred away from Mr. Hull, where they were a burden on his already heavy workload, to another tax law specialist in order to ensure that they would be processed more efficiently. And thank you both. Yes.
Gentleman, yield.
I yield.
I just want to